Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. Coming up, Monster Energy is finally making a drink with women in mind.
Also, what topic should families talk about at Thanksgiving?
All that and more on the way next. Should we do this in the United States? 8772-RADIO-U. Should we ban reselling tickets for profit? It sounds crazy. So crazy it just might work, though, because the UK seems to be about ready to announce that they are going to be doing just that.
Okay.
This is after some pretty big name artists like Radiohead, Coldplay, Dua Lipa have asked for something like this to be put in place there. It sounds like they're doing it, and I think this is a great idea.
I mean, on the surface, it definitely does seem like a great idea. This is something that we've certainly complained about. I think we've more complained about the fees that often get tacked on when you're trying to buy concert tickets. But yeah, this is a problem when, you have somebody, a big company or a group of people go and buy up a bunch of tickets and then resell them for way, way more than what they were initially asking for. And that's really annoying, especially if you're a genuine fan and you want to go see your favorite artist, your favorite band play in your hometown, and suddenly now the ticket has gone up 100 times in value for really no reason.
Yeah, just so that somebody else outside of who's actually deserves to make money off of the thing can make
promoter,
a profit.
Right.
It's not exactly, it's just never been fair to fans for a long time. And there's always seems to be ways to try to get around it. But the idea now that, like, if you go on Live Nation Ticketmaster for a concert and you see on there, they're like, here's the tickets that are for sale, and here's the tickets that are for resale on here for more expensive than what they were bought. That doesn't really add up. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
It shouldn't work that way.
Yeah.
So how would they do this? They are going to, in the UK, it sounds like, hold the ticket venue, wherever you're buying the tickets from, is responsible. So in other words, like for us, it would always be Live Nation Ticketmaster. If they allow tickets to be resold on their site, I guess they can still do that, but they can't have it go above what the original cost of that ticket would have been.
Gotcha. I was wondering, because I was like, I've had to resell tickets before.
Yeah.
Because it was just something where I couldn't end up going to the event I thought I could go to. And so I had to resell them like on SeatGeek or something. But I wasn't marking them up a major amount. I just had to resell them for basically what I put into it.
Right. And so I think it's fairly clear that they're trying to just make sure this is not for profit.
Yeah.
Because if you or I, like if we are in that situation where we buy a ticket and then it turns out you can't go, or something comes up, or you have an extra one that you didn't realize, somebody else, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If we want to resell it, that's fine. But there's no reason for us to make money on that.
Right.
For us as individuals. And so then what is happening, what the real problem is you get these big concerts and some other broker comes in, uses in a lot of cases bots to buy up all the tickets and then resell them. So like that's their whole company.
Right.
And that's not fair to anybody.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So
it's definitely not fair. The one thing I don't like is that they said they are still going to have fees on the tickets. They said they'll be limited, but who knows how much they'll be limited by. I just think those fees need to go away because those are out of hand too. But yeah, I think this is definitely the right move. Allow people to resell, but they have to resell for either the original price they bought it for or mark it down just because they want to get rid of them.
There's nothing holding, like even under these rules, I would think, if we bought tickets and then we wanted to resell them on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and maybe it is sold out and you do want to make a profit even though you can't go, I guess you would have that option because those aren't like ticket venue sites.
Right.
But you'd also be running the risk of, like, doing that as an individual, you might not get all the money that you thought you could.
True.
So it's still, there's ways you could get around it, but ways that can finally clamp down on everybody just getting taken advantage of by somebody who wants to make a buck off of us.
Right.
It's just makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad the UK is doing this. Hopefully in the US we can get on board with this too. You're going to love this, Allie. There's about to be finally an energy drink for the ladies.
Oh, there's already energy drinks for the ladies. What are you talking about?
Not energy drinks
Have you
like
heard of
this
Alani
one.
Nu?
I love Alani Nu.
I feel like that really has been branded a lot towards women.
Yeah, and it worked on me.
Oh, yeah?
It did. It's my favorite. There's a new energy drink that's coming in early 2026, it seems, from Monster.
Okay.
Monster's for guys, obviously.
Oh, obviously. I've never seen any women ever drinking Monster Energy. Be blasphemy.
Listen, boys want to be monsters. And what do women want to do? Women want to flirt.
Oh!
And that's why Flirt is coming in 2026, an energy drink for the ladies. Listen to some of these flavors. Berry tempting.
Okay.
I get it. They're like strawberry shortcake. How they would always do berry puns.
Yeah.
It's like very tempting, but it's berry tempting. Get it?
I get it.
Women love that. Also, guava lava. That's just a lazy rhyme. Strawberry fling. What do women love to do? They love to have flings. And sunset squeeze. What do the ladies like? They like a little sunset squeeze.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Monster knows. Hey, they've made billions of dollars off of knowing what guys want.
Yeah.
Guys want to be monsters. And what do women want? Women want to flirt with a sunset squeeze. Coming in 2026.
All I know is the design for this can looks like a 5-year-old made it. And Flirt is, for whatever reason, spelled FLRT. Don't think branding-wise it's great for your brand to be one word away from one letter away from saying something entirely different.
What? One letter away from what?
Oh, I don't know.
Flat?
Yeah.
Flit?
Yes. It's one letter away from both of those.
I think they must have excluded the I because of like copyright or something. You know?
Oh, is Flirt copyright?
Probably.
Copywritten?
Yeah, probably trademarked by some other company.
Okay.
That's also aimed at women.
Yeah. Certainly. Yeah, no, this is a slap in the face to women. I don't think that this is really going to take off very well because I just don't think they put a lot of effort into this. I think it's kind of, as you mentioned with the guava lava rhyme, it's kind of lazy looking.
It looks like kind of like LaCroix a little bit, doesn't it? It has like a look, like with the fonts and stuff of and the colors. It looks LaCroix like.
The design looks so much more intentional. This just looks like they slapped it together really fast and like had somebody's kid draw a flower for them, and they were like, "Oh, this is good enough."
Yeah, it's cute.
This mimics flirting.
It's cute. It's what women like. They like flowers. They like cuteness.
I don't know. I mean, I consider myself a woman. I am a woman, and I feel like I can say, for me at least, I'm not impressed by this.
It feels like Monster will never get to you.
Well, I'm not an energy drink person anyways, and so I probably wouldn't drink it.
I know they're trying to change that.
But I do think,
by making an energy drink for you.
I do think
with you in mind.
I do think Alani Nu's energy drink design looks cute. I like their design.
You're right. They got a lot to compete with.
What, Flirt does?
Yeah, they got to deal with Alani Nu. That's tough.
And that's why Flirt is not good enough.
It's not gonna cut it.
Nope.
Even with the sunset squeeze. They're so close. They're so close. There's just something off.
I would start from scratch.
The latest edition of the College Football Playoff Rankings came out last night. Your top 4, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Georgia, after their big win over Texas. The last team in, that would be an at-large at this point, is now Alabama, after they lost to Oklahoma, who does move into the playoffs. The first team out is BYU.
Okay.
Allie, what do you make of the newly updated college football playoff rankings?
I still feel like we have kind of an idea of what it's going to look like, but there's still a lot left to determine in these final, 2 weeks of the season? Because there's still big games left on the schedule. We've got Texas A&M and Texas coming up soon. And we've got Ohio State, Michigan coming up soon. If Michigan somehow goes 5 years in a row, and beats Ohio State, how are you leaving them out of the playoff? That would be the best win on the season. And so, to me, there's still a lot of wiggle room for this to potentially get all changed around. BYU has a big game this weekend against Cincinnati. Could they somehow leapfrog one of these teams if they win?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, I realized after this past weekend of football, that we talk about how, it'll all sort itself out. I'm not so sure it's going to sort itself out anymore. We're not many believable results away from having
pure
about
chaos.
half a dozen teams that could all easily be in or out. Like if USC beats Oregon this weekend.
Yep.
And then you're right. If Michigan wins next weekend, what if Ole Miss, this is not unrealistic, loses to Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl?
It could happen.
Lane Kiffin's distracted. He's going to take another job. Ole Miss seems safe right now at 6, but Alabama was at 4 and just lost to a better team than Mississippi State. And then, of course, you have Notre Dame still in the playoff where Miami's not, and they both have 2 losses. That I do think will get sorted out because Miami's going to lose a game. But there's going to be quite an opportunity for a log jam and for somebody with only 2 losses to really, like multiple teams possibly, could really have their feelings hurt and be left out. And then meanwhile, you're going to have James Madison or Tulane or North Texas in. And also possibly like Virginia, and that's going to feel ridiculous.
Yeah, it would feel ridiculous. One thing that I didn't like that they put Texas ahead of Michigan. Mm-hmm. I would have brought Texas down just a little bit because you still have Michigan and Virginia with 2 losses behind Texas with 3. Mm-hmm. That didn't make a lot of sense to me, so I would have dropped Texas even further. But the fact that they kept Texas ahead of Virginia and ahead of Michigan lets me know what I told you. I might have mentioned it on the air, but my thought process was this is what's going to happen to the committee, and it's going to cause pure chaos. Texas was going to lose to Georgia, and Texas is somehow going to beat Texas A&M at home because
that's still going to happen.
They play so much better at home, and they had to play Georgia on the road, and so they're going to beat Texas A&M. And now the committee's going to have to decide because Texas A&M's their number 3 team. What are they going to do?
Texas is not making it in.
You think they're going to leave a 3-loss Texas out?
Yeah, there's too many. Like if things were different and more teams kind of wind up, like if it would take so many teams losing ahead of them,
right?
Even though that would be an impressive win over Texas A&M, there's just, like we just mentioned, there's just too much of a log jam of potentially a bunch of 2-loss teams that I don't think they could justify that.
They might find a way though.
Yeah. But I still, it frustrates me that the committee, like in the after interviews and everything, they said that the reason Notre Dame and Miami are still not even close to each other is because Notre Dame's losses are to 2 top 13 teams. And Miami's losses are much worse.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, but you're not. I guess you could wind up playing James Madison in the college football playoff, but you're not going to play the bad teams that you lost to.
Yeah.
You're playing the good teams that in Miami's case that they beat at the beginning of the season.
Sure.
And that Notre Dame didn't. And I still think Notre Dame is one of like the 5 best teams in the country.
Yeah.
But they can't be ranked like it because they don't have the wins to show that.
Right.
So I don't want to punish Notre Dame for scheduling Miami and Texas A&M.
Yeah.
But it always comes down to like, if they played head to head and they have the same record,
it needs to count.
And there's nothing else in Notre Dame's resume that's like, well, they're clearly different than Miami. You're saying because they're losing to Miami is a better data point than Miami beating them.
Right.
Is basically what you're saying, which makes absolutely no sense.
No, it doesn't.
But maybe we just got to keep repeating. It'll sort itself out.
I think it will, at least for the ACC it will, because Miami may not even play for an ACC championship.
And when you see this is where you are in the rankings and you can't finish the season, you deserve what you get. Christmas is coming up, and this might be the year that you want to buy a real tree, not an artificial one.
Okay.
Why? Because the price of artificial trees is going to be about 10% higher this year than in the past. That's according to, this is the CEO of the National Tree Company just right out admitting they've raised prices by 10%.
Wow.
Why? You know why. Tariffs.
The tariff strike again.
Yeah.
Ruining Christmas for all of us.
For all that want an artificial tree. He says, his name is Chris Butler. He says that we've tried to absorb some of the costs. As you said, we asked our manufacturing partners to absorb some costs, but ultimately we did have to pass some cost on. So he's trying to say they could have had to raise the prices even more, but they're only raising them 10% because they're nice.
Because they love Christmas.
They love Christmas,
and
that's
they
right.
want to keep the holiday cheer around.
He's also said, Chris Butler, the CEO of the National Tree Company, says that he's trying to get the United States government to grant an exemption for Christmas decor when it comes to tariffs, and try to educate lawmakers on why the trees are made in China. Spoiler alert, it's because it's cheaper.
I was going to say, why are they made in China? That's the thing that has been very revealing about the tariffs.
Yeah.
Is I kind of like that, is it shows me like what stuff is made in China and what isn't.
Yeah.
And so it's like, the business practices are being revealed where, you would ask yourself, like, why is this so cheap? Oh, now I know why. And so, that part of it is kind of interesting to see with the repercussions of the tariff and everything.
Yeah. So this might be the year maybe that you go real tree instead, because those, I've seen them. I've been to Christmas tree farms. Those are growing right here in the good US of A.
Yes, indeed.
In fact, my dad grows Christmas trees on a farm.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. He works at a Christmas tree farm.
It's like straight out of a Hallmark movie.
It truly is. That's adorable. I have an artificial tree because I live in an apartment, but I've had it for several years and I got it for free. So I don't have to worry about this.
This is not
tariff.
the year for you to upgrade.
No, it's honestly,
for you to
the
modernize.
tree was like brand new basically when it was given to me for free. So I really, really lucked out because I didn't even have to pay for it when it was cheaper.
Yeah.
But it's doing fine. It's pre-lit. There's no need to update anytime.
I know.
soon.
Let's pat ourselves on the back. Let's show our because I have a pretty new artificial tree too. Only a year or two old.
They're getting nicer and nicer. Can
I know.
I say?
But now you can't. Now we can't afford them because of tariffs.
Yeah, I'd have to keep really good care. I have to take really good care of this tree.
Yeah,
and I have to let it last.
Like, oh well, we should be making the Christmas trees in the United States. Yeah, but do we even have factories for that right now?
Probably not.
So it's going to be a while until we can make that happen. In the meantime, you're just going to have to either go real tree, hold on to the tree you have, or no tree at all.
Oh, no. We can't let that happen.
Something was seriously wrong yesterday with the internet. 8772 RadioU. Literally, if you tried to text us yesterday at this time during the show, or actually really throughout most of the morning, we wouldn't have been able to get it.
Yeah.
Because the internet was not working for all sites, and that included the site that handles our texts.
Yes.
So if you texted us yesterday and we didn't respond, that's why.
Yeah.
We never saw it.
We're sorry.
But it's not our fault. It's Cloudflare's fault. And it just didn't just knock out our texting website. It knocked out like a third of the internet. Yeah.
A lot of stuff is run on that.
Twitter wasn't working. ChatGPT wasn't working. And a bajillion other things. And I guess the good news is Cloudflare has now explained that is not because there was some kind of cyber attack.
Yeah, I think we were all worried that's what it was going to be.
But it was something much stupider. Apparently, it was an oversized file that was propagated across Cloudflare's network. It was a file that was unexpectedly large. And listen, I don't really understand this stuff.
I don't either.
I'm going to try to explain it to you like I know.
Chris, the engineer, to come in here and explain how this all works.
Yeah, but I think I don't think it's for their fault of not explaining it. It's just like, this is not this.
It's not our area of expertise.
Yeah.
Even if someone explained it to us, we probably still wouldn't understand.
It'd be like me trying to explain the nuances of Canadian football to somebody. Like, I could tell you all the right words.
Right. I
You're
would just
probably
be like
still not gonna
nodding
get it.
along,
Yeah.
like, sure, got it. That's exactly what I would do if somebody explained this to me.
But I'm glad to know that it's not a cyber attack.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to my next question of, does it suck that like now twice in a month span, we realize that about 3 companies control the majority of the internet. And if one of those companies fails for some reason, a massive majority of the stuff you need to do in your day cannot be done.
Cannot happen. Here's that. Yeah, I remember when Meta went down, and obviously we've had Amazon Web Services recently go down. But I remember the impact was felt a lot by small businesses because small businesses really rely heavily on social media.
Yeah.
And so if like a big social media entity goes down, like Meta, which runs Facebook and Instagram, suddenly your income flow is completely shut off, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, all you have is at that point maybe email, direct contact to your customer, but other than that, it's completely turned off. And so, yeah, it impacts a lot of people when one of these things go down because they're so interconnected. And yeah, until one of them goes and stops working, we don't really realize how much stuff is on those servers.
Yeah, it is. It's concerning, but at the same time, like the alternative would be like what? Every company only handles
has their
2
own
websites.
server, yeah.
But then if yours goes down, then you're like trying to explain. Like if something went down yesterday for you and you're like, hey, we're affected by the outage, then everybody's like, yeah, of course, we all are. But if your thing goes down and you're one of the only 2 sites that it's, hosted, then everybody's like, okay, sure it is. You know what I mean? Like people are going to get more mad at you.
Yeah, maybe. But I also feel like it's still
and
out
have
of
a
your...
bajillion other places to turn where yesterday you just had nowhere else to turn.
Yeah, in some scenarios. What was it? Probably about 30% of the internet that got turned off?
It felt that way.
Yeah, because I feel like for the most part, our job was pretty unimpacted. We use the internet a lot other than our text messages.
But what was crazy was when the Amazon Web Services went down, everybody was complaining. And to me, I was like, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, neither of us noticed. Somebody had to come tell us because we didn't even realize. I think they had to tell us the day after. We didn't even know on the day that it happened.
But it is, it's crazy. I wonder how many people got like a really easy day of work yesterday because it's like, I can't do anything.
I would imagine some
Cloudflare's
people
down.
just had to sit at their desk and just fiddle with their thumbs because it was just like, I've got nothing to do because my computer's not working.
Why can't that happen to me? Have I got the opportunity for you? I have the chance for you to get a solid gold toilet.
And why would I want that?
One of only 2 in the world. I don't know. You want to live in luxury, perhaps? This is your chance. It just went on up for auction yesterday at Sotheby's in New York. This is a solid gold toilet that would only set you back about $10 million.
Oh, my goodness.
At least that's the starting bid. This is not just a, I believe, functioning toilet, but also a art piece that was created by an artist by the name of Maurizio Catalan. Pretty big deal. This guy is also the guy who duct taped a banana to a wall.
Oh, it's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So he is a pretty well-known artist.
I would say so. At least his art seems to be well-known in the banana duct taping incident.
Yes. That has been sold and resold over and over again for millions of dollars. He initially made 2 solid gold toilets that I believe he calls the toilet, the art piece, America.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
And his reasoning or his explanation of the art is that whatever you eat, a $200 lunch or a $2 hot dog, the results are the same toilet-wise. I might disagree with that.
I think I would disagree. Your body would definitely disagree.
Yeah, it's not necessarily always the same, but I guess the toilet's experience is pretty similar. No matter
the
what.
toilet's got one function.
I guess what he could say is whether it's made out of gold or made out of porcelain,
it does the same thing.
The toilet does the same thing.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Either way, he created this thing in 2016. He created 2. You might remember one of them was notoriously stolen back in, I don't know what year it was, but it was stolen when it was on display at the home where Winston Churchill was born. It was stolen. 2 thieves were convicted of that gold toilet heist, but the toilet has never been recovered. So this is the only solid gold toilet we know of in the world right now.
What a shame. We only have one.
Yeah. So you could have it. It could be yours for just $10 million, but that price may be going up since it is an auction.
You know, if Maurizio Catalan was American, I wouldn't have any problem with this piece of art. I'd be like, you know what? It's fine. Us Americans, we can make fun of one another and make fun of our own culture. But the fact that he's Italian, I'm like, no. You don't get to say that.
Well, what sculpture would you make that you would call Italy?
None. I'm not Italian. I can't make fun of Italians.
You sure could.
Well, I wouldn't do it in that way then.
Sometimes it takes somebody from the outside to make you realize the flaws inside.
Well, I just mean I think I would like the art a little bit more if it was from an American.
Okay, yeah, keep it homegrown.
Well, I just mean like it would be funnier to me.
It probably
if
would
it
be.
Was an American making a joke about America by making a gold toilet. It'd
That
be
is
funnier
true.
to
It's
me.
also easy. It's easy to make fun of something you have no involvement with.
Well, or just like from the outside looking in, it's hard. I think it's easier to see flaws or to see only the good. Mm-hmm. It's harder to see the nuance when you're not in it, maybe.
But then again, he did make America solid gold. So what is that saying?
A solid gold toilet.
Toilets have a use, a pretty important use.
Are you
Where
saying
would
America?
we be? Well, honestly, seriously. Name 5 more impactful inventions
Yeah.
in history.
I would have loved to have been there for the artist gallery talk. You know, the gallery talks they do, and it's like, here's the reason behind why I made this and like what I was thinking. I'd love to hear what Maurizio's reasoning was.
Well, he says whatever you eat, a $200 lunch or a $2 hot dog, the results are the
there
same.
had to have been more than just that, like the America part. Like what exactly is he talking about there?
You know who may wind up buying this?
Who?
Donald Trump. Have you seen the White House lately? I think it would go. They're renovating it anyways. Put this in there. I think it would fit well. You know the topics you're not supposed to talk about at Thanksgiving, right?
Politics.
8772 Radio U. Yeah, politics is number 1, according to this new survey. Although even shockingly to me, only 42% of people say don't talk politics. That means 58% of people are okay with it.
Yeah, I think some people are okay with the controversy, but also I do think oftentimes we see people that are, you're in families where like majority of the family will agree on one side or the other. And so when they get together, they're going to talk about that agreement. Like one side of my family is very heavily on one side of the political spectrum. And so whenever we get together, politics typically are talked about.
Yeah.
And it's because no big argument is going to happen from it.
Yeah. Also, I think we maybe underestimate how many people just don't care.
Right.
So like you could bring up Trump and there like so many people in the family just be like, yeah, I don't really care one way or the other.
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean? Like I don't pay attention to it, so I don't have strong feelings. So I'm not going to get upset when you bring it up. But still, that was overwhelmingly the number one topic you're not supposed to bring up at Thanksgiving, according to this survey, because there's still almost a 50-50 chance, especially if you have a group of people, somebody's going to be upset about it. Apparently, the other topics you're not supposed to bring up are appearance or weight.
Ooh, yeah, don't do that.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
But I guess if it's a compliment, you'd be like, hey, have you lost weight at Thanksgiving?
Fair.
That could be
fair.
Okay. And then religion was number 3. So, okay, we know what we're not supposed to talk about. What then do you talk about at Thanksgiving?
Sports.
My suggestion, you just turn on the Radio U Christmas channel and don't even talk. Everybody just shut up.
Keep silent?
Yes, shut up and listen to us. Listen to us on the Christmas channel.
No. I can't even support that as much as I love the Radio U Christmas channel. We have to talk to one another. It's our family gatherings. For some people, this might be the only time they see certain extended family all year round.
So what do you talk about instead? According to this survey of 2,000 adults, you talk about the number 1 topic, food and wine.
Food and wine?
Yeah. So don't ask. They literally said
Boring.
this. Who did you vote for? Do not ask that. Instead say, oh, that turkey looks juicy.
I don't like that. But I do think that food and wine probably is not going to get controversial there. You'll probably be okay. It's like a safe option.
Well,
but I think often you see a lot more conversations about like how's everybody's lives going, their jobs, how's
you mean like social lives?
Yeah, well,
because that was number 2.
I mean that's kind of social, but also not really, like jobs. Because sometimes you have family members that have job changes during the year. So like, how's the new job going? Even though somebody will ask you that, even though you've had that job for a year, you know, because I guarantee there's going to be people asking me that at my family gatherings. How's the new job?
Yeah.
Well, I've been there for a year, but it's going great. Thanks for asking.
People still ask me that, and I've lived here much longer than a year. Other topics that are high on the list, according to this survey, Travel plans came in at number 3.
Okay.
I like that. That's not going to be controversial.
Yeah, especially if you have family coming out of state, out of the country.
And why does it feel more fun to talk to people about vacations that they have coming up versus vacations they already did?
I don't know if I agree with that, but I do think that it is a fun topic to have.
Because when they're going somewhere, then you can be, if you've been there, then you can be like, oh, you have to do this.
Yeah.
But if they've already been, then they just want to show you pictures. Boring.
That's not boring. I like to get suggestions on where to go. So it's fun to hear like what they enjoyed and what they didn't like about going to a new place.
Hobbies was another hot topic that you can use. And then health.
I feel like health is talked about a lot.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I feel like that can go in some weird directions.
Sure.
But at the same time, I feel like that's I learned this from Andy Mineo. If you meet like an older person and you don't know what to talk to them about, ask, how's your health?
Oh.
Yeah, he said that's how I interviewed Andy Mineo. He said he had just ran into Ric Flair, the boxer, the wrestler.
Yeah.
And that's what he asked. And they had a really nice conversation.
Okay.
So don't take it from me, take it from Andy Mineo.
But what if their health's doing really poorly?
They'll be glad you asked because they have somebody to now share it with.
Sure.
They can care about them and what they're going through.
That might be a way to go.
Yeah. And if their health is good, they're going to want to brag about it.
Fair.
They're going to be like, I'm 70, I'm still doing great. My secret, drink. It's always drinking.
Drinking?
It's always, I have a glass of whiskey a day.
We somehow circled back to wine, the number one
exactly.
option.
It's a glass of wine a day. If you're single, do not go to South Korea. Trust me on this. 8772 Radio U. Apparently, it's tough to live a single life in South Korea.
Okay.
As evidenced by this restaurant, a noodle restaurant that apparently is pretty popular, but has gone viral for flat out refusing solo diners. You cannot go to this restaurant alone. They literally put a sign outside the restaurant that says, "We don't sell loneliness. Please don't come alone."
Oh, what? Wow.
I feel attacked. And I'm married and I feel attacked.
Right.
They have the sign that has 4 options for what you can do if you're a solo diner. Option 1, pay for 2 servings.
Pay double.
Option 2, eat 2 servings.
What?
Option 3, call a friend. Option 4, come back with your wife next time.
Oh my goodness. What?
Yeah. But apparently this is not super uncommon in South Korea.
This is normal there?
I don't know if every restaurant might be so mean about it, but because they say in South Korea, restaurants often prefer not to serve solo diners because of the rising cost of food, energy, and labor. Like, it's less lucrative to have somebody sit down alone at a table, take up a table, when it could be 2 or 3 people taking up that table.
Oh, so they can't bother because they don't want to lose the profitability of having that table and be able to serve 3 people versus 1.
It says here that only 10% of South Korean restaurants even offer single-person meals.
Only 10%?
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's so little.
So here in the U.S., you have people that kind of like maybe get into relationships to like afford rent. In South Korea, you have to get into a relationship to go to a restaurant.
To go out to eat.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is discrimination in South Korea.
Seriously.
What is up with this? Yeah, I do not like this at all. I would imagine maybe the way to get around it, obviously this restaurant gives options of like, well, you can pay double, get 2 meals or whatever. But I think.
What do you do if you sit down? Like that, you're like, I'll order 2 meals, I swear.
Yeah.
And then you sit down and then you only order 1. Do they kick you out?
Maybe. Or maybe they still would charge you double for it.
I wonder.
It's so messed up.
Start doing like, you know how every once in a while you see a story about some guy that gets pulled over in the carpool lane with like a doll beside him.
Yes. A mannequin.
Yeah, you start bringing life-size teddy bears or whatever to restaurants.
You can't tell me that person's not my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend.
You get an AI girlfriend just so just to bring to restaurants with you.
that mannequin is alive to me. You can't tell me it's not alive.
Just because she doesn't eat the meal doesn't mean I won't buy her a meal. She'll take up that seat.
Can I get a to-go tray, please?
Yes. How do you do it in South Korea? How do you live a single life?
I don't know.
So much pressure you'd be under.
I'm gonna have to ask my friends about this because when both of them went, they went at like separate times, but they were single. And so I need to know
Is that
what
why
happened.
they came back?
Maybe.
They got kicked out of the country.
Maybe. They were like, we can't stand living here anymore. No, they loved it there, but I need to ask them if they ever ran into this issue.
Only 10% serve single person meals.
That's so
Does that mean that
few.
if you go with another person, even if it's just your friend, you have to share?
Maybe?
Like you have to agree on what you order? That would suck.
I don't know.
It's all family style. We are doing Would You Rather Wednesday. The question is, if you had to replace your car, would you rather replace it with a horse and buggy or roller skates? 877-2-RADIO-U. D got in first. She says, horse without the buggy.
Oh.
I live in Texas.
Okay. I guess that's a third option. It's if you have a horse, you could ride it.
You could just take that, unchain that thing.
Yep.
Leave the buggy behind.
Yeah. I mean, I think you'd get around a lot faster for sure. We heard from Susanna. She says, I would love to roller skate everywhere, but it's just not practical. If you have to commute longer distances or need to bring a bunch of stuff with you, like groceries, especially when it's dark out, that's not very, practical, as she said. Not that a horse and buggy is particularly practical either.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one she's going with. I guess horse and buggy?
I think she's picking horse and buggy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Chuck is picking horse and buggy. He says, I think the horse and buggy will be better because you can still fit a family, get to where you need to go in a reasonable amount of time. Also, during the winter or Halloween, you could give buggy rides and make money.
Yeah.
Chuck is turning this into a money-making venture. But then he also says the problem would be having to pay for a stable and feed, but with a car, you have to pay for gas, so probably not much difference.
Maybe.
And he hates rollerblading. He'd rather ice skate. Okay. I feel like the stable and feed is, like, first of all, you need to have a space on your property for that. If you're keeping your horse off-site, that's going to become incredibly inconvenient.
Yeah.
How are you going to get to where your horse is?
Yes. It's going to be very, very expensive. We also heard from William. He says, I would rather take horse and buggy. I would just buy more land. The only issue is it would not work that great in the city. Don't care. I would make it work. Take back roads and tie up my horse when not in use. Also, I would have a small stable built at work in the back to house my horse. That's the thing. I also agree with Susanna that, if you have to have multiple people with you or you need groceries and stuff, it seems like the horse and buggy are more practical than the rollerblades. But also, I don't want to have to take care of a horse. I don't want to have to have a stable and all of that. So my loophole in this, I can be a passenger princess for the rest of my life. You said I didn't have to drive a car or I couldn't drive a car. What if my husband can drive a car for me?
No. Your household. But
you didn't say that.
You can get an Uber. You can Uber. I think Uber's still allowed. You said bus is still allowed. You can still get around. You just cannot, anybody in your house cannot drive a car.
Anybody
Yes.
in your entire house?
Yes.
That's crazy.
No, it's not.
You didn't set it up that way.
Or it's not a very hard question.
You didn't set it up that way, though.
I think that you're in the spirit of the question. I think you know that you're
fine. I'll choose rollerblades.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take care of a horse.
This is what I'm surprised so many people are choosing horse and buggy.
Yeah.
I think roller skate, especially given that you could ride Ubers, or even if you remove that and you could do the bus could be for grocery days. And the roller skates could be for getting to work. Good exercise.
Yep. You can also get groceries delivered in today's world.
Of course. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Roller skates take up no space.
Yeah.
And they cost nothing.
Right.
So to me, I'm taking roller skates.
All that money saved in not having to pay for gas, pay for it with having groceries delivered.
Exactly.
There you go.
100%. You can work from home too.
Yeah.
Like I would just change my lifestyle. If God came down and was like removed cars from my life.
Right.
And then he said either horse and buggy or roller skates. I would just choose roller skates, and then I would rearrange my life to fit the roller skate lifestyle.
I mean, if you lived in like New York City or downtown Columbus, I know a lot of people that live in like downtown Columbus, Ohio that don't have cars.
Yeah, of course.
They just have a bike or something else. And so they just walk everywhere. They don't need to have a car.
Yeah.
But if you do live in like the hill country, like D,
Yeah.
and you are car reliant.
That's probably right for her.
Yeah, then it's a little bit different.
But she probably just has horses already anyways. Yeah. Where we, like, I don't know how expensive, how difficult it is to take care of a horse. I just know it's more difficult than caring for roller skates.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Fair. Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.